I'm not going to make this a long video, but I want to give my thoughts on this. It sounds like for the second damn time. Y'all going to hear a horn in a second. Anyway, I may come back and put him on my YouTube channel if I come back through here. But anyway, please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. I swear I do. But look, have y'all seen this sudden urge or concern about black men not enrolling in college enough? If you go check out one of my other older videos, I addressed the president at Morgan State University, who is putting together a task force at this time. He's putting together a task force and to try to figure out how they can bridge the gap or increase the numbers of black men attending college, right? Particularly. And so now, you've gotten people who have never in their lives have expressed any kind of concern for black males, let alone whether they go to college or not. And I'm talking to you, Toure. Y'all remember Toure? That seems to be the thing that's going viral now. Toure, yep, from MTV, very effeminate brother, you know, and they was shocked to see he had a kid. Hell, I think he's even married, but shocked that I guess it has to be a woman. No, don't do that. Rico, that's paid to do that. Let's stick to the topic. Don't resort to ad hominem attacks because you're sick of these kind of soft-ass, liberal, democratic, punk-ass dudes. Speak on black men. And so he's been going around shooting these weird and not very true statistics and making these assertions about black men, why they're not going and how detrimental it is and all of these things. And then somehow, just like clockwork, somehow them not going to college has become some type of hindrance or detriment to black women not being able to find husbands. And then I bring in Mark Lamont Hill. He's with this shit. Well, you know, black men not going to college, you know, that makes it impossible, almost difficult for educated black women who's attended college to find a suitable mate. There they go with their foolishness. Kevin Samuels already told y'all, just because you have money, just because you have a college degree, that doesn't make you a suitable woman for men to date. Women, keep in mind, the value of men is our ability to provide and protect and earn. That's our value. Your value is your youth and your beauty. Stop trying to pretend Kevin Samuels didn't teach you half of this. Y'all already know that men don't care about the money that a woman makes unless he's a loser bum. Men who are taking care of business, which is most of us, who are straightening their business up, who are working, have their own everything they don't care about, who have the ability to provide. They don't care about how much money a woman makes. They want to know if you fine. See, what has happened is these dudes are so lame and try to get this black female validation that they'll continue this horrible black throwing other black men under the bus to try to get attention from these women who only look back at their ass. And so here we go again. Somehow they've tied into black men not going to college into why black women get married or they won't find a suitable mate. Suitable mate is subjective, I think. You know, you like who you like. But when you think because you have a PhD, a woman, and you got a PhD, a MD and all that, and you look like, I'm not even gonna start calling these people names, but you're not very attractive and you weigh 300 pounds, why y'all think a man who makes $100,000 plus is good for a chick that weigh 300 pounds, attitude fucked up, not feminine, not friendly, certainly not cooperative, these hard-headed, egomaniacal, feminist, hard-shouldered heifers. Hey, I do what I want to do. Man ain't gonna tell me what to do. I get all of that. But you're not attractive, but you think because you are that men are supposed to fall at your feet. The losers do. Men who are competent, capable, and providers, they look for feminine, fit, soft, cooperative, friendly, and a size 6. Size 5, 6, 8. You can be a size 10 if you're 5'10". Got it? That, and y'all know damn well. Y'all never seen a billionaire starting off with a fat chick or ugly chick. Even Jeff Bezos, that's when that got married, he went and got him a build abroad with new tits and new lips. But she's not fat. Not a fat Hispanic. She's not a fat white woman. She's not a, she could have laid back on the cosmetic surgery. So let me get to Touré and Mark Lamont Hill. They're still caping for women. They don't even check for it. And women don't even check for them. Y'all stop sending these women deeper into delusion. Y'all thought when Kevin Samuels passed, unfortunately, that your delusion was going to be accepted. No, he left Grant. He left Emmanuel. So having said that, let's get to the real. No one wants to talk about statistics. And I want to advise y'all, to you brothers out here, and anybody else that's spreading these misnomers about black men, go to this YouTube channel, Medium Man. He's broken down all the statistics, proving everybody wrong and lying. And so I'm going to paraphrase some of the work that he's done, that he does in every YouTube channel. Shout out to that brother. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. He talks about a lot of stuff that black men really need to hear and the world needs to hear when it comes to busting up the myths about black men. People love to make up shit about black men and black boys. Love to. So, look, let's go back to the very beginning. Women have always outnumbered men in college in all races. They still do. But what is this big concern about black women outnumbering black men in college? What's this big concern? Like it has something to do with their ability to get married or to get in long-term relationships. It has nothing to do with that. And then why do y'all women who've gone to college with college degrees, master's degrees, I mean like undergrad, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, they've gone to college. Let me tell y'all something about college, because I went to college. Shout out to my beloved Grambling State University. I went. And let me tell you something. Whew, I didn't know God could produce women so beautiful. And so just like I saw all these various kinds of women from damn near all 50 states, women, sisters, beautiful. This was the 90s, so you know they was cute. God damn. And I kicked myself today, I do. I was one of those knuckleheads still, enjoying the fruits and not picking one of those juicy peaches and planting a seed and growing more juicy, growing more peaches and growing more fruits and multiplying. I was around, being a single man, hitting the clubs, working, and killing it. And I do regret not picking my fruit, my peach from the 90s. When I was a young man in my 20s. But I was like, 25, 26, 27 in the 90s, But anyway, when obesity wasn't the norm, bad attitude wasn't the norm. It was some tripping, but it wasn't as bad as it is today. So having said that, just like I saw all those varying types of beautiful sisters, guess what else was at the universities and the colleges? There were men. And so when I hear women talk about, women go on and get higher education and they get this. Do you know that a lot of these women were in the biology class with their possible husbands? A lot of these women who are biology majors, math majors, even liberal arts, they sat in class every morning, every afternoon, and every evening with their husbands. There was a lot of black men in college. There's still a lot of black men in college. So I always ignore when I hear women say, there's no eligible men, no eligible black men, black women to marry. Hell, for you was in college with your husband for 4 years. And also, did y'all know these women had sex when they was in college? So and some of them were some freaks. A lot of them were open freaks. They had the undercover freaks. The point is, they got a lot of work in. They put in a lot of work, got a lot of penis in their life while they was in school in those 4 years. And so my question to you women today who are 34, 35 years old, older with your degree, your master's degrees and all of that, and say, I'm just saying the ones who've never been married. A lot of them got kids though, but never been married. And then there are those, I'm just talking about the ones who want to be married. we make this Mark Lamont Hill and Touré and all these other feminine black dudes who cape for the Democratic Party. They make this assumption that every third black woman wants to be married. Y'all haven't realized a lot of these women don't want to be married, but it's just something to say because they know America's always trying to put its foot up black men's asses every chance it gets. And so they just kind of do it. You know that feminist narrative, liberal white woman talking points, and the same liberal white women go home to husbands. While sisters are looking crazy out here. Not all, but too many. And so, did y'all know that it's always been the women and the girls who were sent off to college. They became school teachers and stuff like that. While the men stayed home and built things. You know, roads, bridges, buildings, laid the plump of running water, created all the stuff that we enjoy today. So for these arrogant, coddled heifers, that's not eligible into the black community. You know, well, we need more of them to become this, that, and the other. We live in a capitalist society. These young men are trying to get this cash. Now, a lot of times I don't like it when they resort to hold on a second, scratch my nose here. Hold on. I don't like it when they resort to doing criminal things to do it, but hey, it's America. Get that cash. But everyone knows in this society, if you don't have any money, it don't matter. My nose is itching again. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. Sorry. So that's what men do. Men go out to hunt, to gather, to provide. Look, y'all. And so the point I was trying to get to, while the women were off at school, the men were tending to the animals, building the barns, building the homes to put her under a roof. It's always been like that. How y'all think during the days of Jim Crow, fresh out of slavery, would discriminate against one loud, you can't sit here, you can't go there, you can't do this? How the hell y'all think black folks made it? Y'all know the song? Y'all know the gospel song that asks the question, or makes this statement, how I got over, how I got over, how I got over. We got over by the trades, plumbing, electricians, and working the blue collar jobs, post office, construction. That's how the black middle class was formed, off of the trades. And so now these ignorant helpers, and you got Ray little questionable ass, and Mark Lamont Hill want to try to attack black men. And that's how your great grandma and great grandpa, your grandmother and your grandfather got over. She's a homemaker. He was out there chopping wood, building houses, laying cement, hammering nails into walls, putting up roofs, and all of a sudden, y'all worried about why aren't black men in college? Look around. Girls were all races outnumber men in colleges. Hell, that was the attraction. When I went to Grambling, man, he said, man, in these HBCUs, all of them, he said, damn, man, I know it's like 6-1. Man, it's like 7-1. Man, it's like 5-1. And women everywhere. They've always done that. Because women don't push, pull, lift, or drag. Women, for the most part, don't go into the... You ever seen a woman in a manhole in New York or Chicago? My nose is itching again. Excuse me, y'all. They don't do the stuff that... Men do the grungy. They do the dirty work in order for this country and this society to move forward. And they got a lot of black men in IT. You don't need college to get in IT. What you need is just, ingenuity, smarts, and those certifications. But would I like to see more black men in college? Sure. I'd like to see more black male social workers. Because a lot of us are in the systems. But there are plenty of brothers in law school. Plenty of brothers in law school who I saw all those people blocking that sidewalk. I'm so busy, I didn't feel like just making a point. But they're gonna have to move out the sidewalk. But anyway. So y'all need to kind of find another topic, because black men are builders. Men in general are builders. When they get done, they come running. So y'all need to keep that in mind. If all these women go to college with men, again, your husband's right there in your law class, one of your law classes. He was in medical school with you. Your husband was there. Your black husband was there. But you're too busy doing you. And it's interesting, white girls in undergrad, they do the same thing. They be doing some girl kissing girl stuff. And trust me, these PWIs. But they're still managing to get an engagement ring on their day of graduation with their bachelor's degree. So y'all stop blaming black men for women not being able to get a husband. Because most women who want a husband, they go get them. They present themselves. They make themselves ready for a husband. And let me continue with how this thing has worked for us. I want to say, now let me say with this challenge. Those of you who are so concerned about black men, and stop saying, well, a lot of black men, they're kind of, intimidated by the process and all. No. Y'all, we're to blame. We don't put law books. A lot of our black families don't put law books, medical books, biology books in our children's hands. We put footballs and basketballs. So now you see the result of that. Yeah, they're in college, but there's some athlete. What y'all talking about, they need more. What this little hard-faced chick said? We need more intellectuals. And I've said that. I said, damn, where is today's Dr. John Henry Clark? Where's today's Dr. Amos Wilson? Where's today's, scholarly Malcolm X coming out of universities? Where we need more of those. And we really need them. We need more brothers. And I'm trying to get there. Because I'm too busy. I enjoy practice. What I do as a social worker, I enjoy being out in the field. But I'm gonna have to get a doctorate or give me a higher license in my field, so I can get in those conferences and shut down, join the crew, and get in those conferences, shutting down all this feminist nonsense. Because there are not enough black male voices in these academic spaces who are masculine and man enough and man-centered enough to thwart all of these weird-ass articles, these Facebook posts, these journal articles written, and these papers written, academic papers written about the mean old patriarchy. I'm so sick of it. So I would like to hear more brothers open their mouths up, because you don't have to have a master or PhD to shut that dumb shit down. All you have to do is do what Malcolm X did. Read the books and pay attention to what's going on. As far as making money, media man will educate you on that. Even with the trades, the brothers doing other stuff still make money than these chicks who go to college and get in debt. Still make money. Now check this out. You got your master's degree, sister, your law degree. You make your $80,000 to $110,000, $75,000 to $110,000, and you want somebody to still be paid 100%. Oh, excuse me. You still want somebody to pay 100% of the bills. See how you obviously just got book sense. But people who are smart, intelligent, who really love each other, who are in love, but they don't talk like that. It's just you broads who ain't never had that kind of situation. So you're gonna probably put a price tag on it. And that's why you keep losing. It's for the women who claim they should be married and want to be married. Because we already know all women across America, not even a whole bunch of them, don't want to be married. We know that. They want to be wild and free. They want to have a hot girl summer, even in the winter. You hear me? So, I want to end by saying this. Look at statistics. Stop believing the bullshit. Stop believing the lies. Touré, Mark Lamont Hill, and all you other retarded so-called scholars or intelligent people. Stop talking about black men. You don't fool with us. We don't like y'all little weird asses either. And you feminist broads, keep black men's name out your mouth. Who not bothering you. Now you got some folks out there who on y'all ass. Y'all can't do nothing with those brothers. But those of us who not bothering you, shut up. Because one thing about it, it's in a woman's nature to want a man. $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. There's a lot of dudes who make a lot of money from blue collar, from the trades. And then somebody's gonna say, well, you need with a college degree, you make more money each year. Y'all, that shit is so stupid. You get IT certification, make more money than anybody. You get go to your job and get promoted. Do certifications, you make more money than anybody with a degree. So people who are saying that stupid crap, that's not true. It used to be true back in the day, I guess, at some point, but it's not true. There are a lot of folks who are doing a lot of things, making more money. There are brothers who are on YouTube running circles around these college degree having heifers, making $10,000 to $100,000 or more a month because they've mastered YouTube and social media. So to say that is stupid. It's not as relevant as it used to be because too many ways to make money. Now, what these honeys want is somebody they can sit around and intellectualize all day long. That's what they're saying. We need more black men to be college educated. Men don't like to sit around and talk to women all goddamn day. And I feel bad for these husbands that got these old talking ass wives. But I know what they do. They just tune them out. I know that's the strategy. He loves her, but he just get tired of hearing her talk. And these women that they think they supposed to have a brother who wants to sit around and listen to her pontificate about every goddamn thing that's going on in the world in politics, having conversations with women unless alcohol is being served. And number two, she better be attractive because I have no intent I have no interest. And if I'm at a bar or restaurant or somewhere and alcohol is being served and music is playing, I have no interest in talking to ugly chicks. Let me just say this. Women who I don't find attractive or sexually attractive. I have no interest in talking to women when I'm enjoying my cocktails and some little chick. Now, have I had conversations with women who I didn't find sexually attractive? Of course, because I'm not a monster. I don't dislike women as a gender at all. And I've laughed and talked, but I've realized that, damn, when you be drinking, it's like, man, like when you be drinking, that drink, it gets you like, a little loose. And and so, damn, I was like, and it's a Friday night, Saturday night, or Wednesday night, ladies' night somewhere, and you talking, you won't talk no damn politics. You won't talk about no gender divisive crap. You want to talk about, what's up with you? You have your crown apple or your crown peach or whatever your favorite cocktail is, mixed up or whatever, or straight from the bottle. See, I have no interest in talking to women. Let's say if I get loose, man, ready to, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm looking at like, oh no, I'm not taking one for the team. I don't have to. I'm not doing that. That's why, or if I'm in a political conversation about the world or whatever, I hope I'm being paid. I hope I'm on a panel having a discussion. I've been paid. Talking, just running your mouth for free and all of that, nah, it's not even worth it. And I want to say again in closing, if y'all want to see more black men in college, I told y'all, and y'all better keep spreading the word. Declare, but based on what y'all said, black men aren't in college. They're not enrolled, and it's decreasing. How about we declare, get your state or get the federal government to declare black men a minority and then start shoveling money their way. If you want black men to be in college, show them some type of financial incentive. Don't try to shame them into it, then they have to pay for it. If you want black men in college, show them the money. And I'm talking about not just the athletes, but black men who want to major in biology. You think they should major in biology, mathematics, and business and all of that? Become your future doctors and all the stuff that sisters are saying, we need more of this. Well, you go to your university and say, hey, can y'all create a foundation or a fellowship program that'll pay full tuition for 4 years in the summer for black men? I guarantee you. See, instead of giving all your money to those minority groups like Hispanics, Asians, and whites at these HBCUs, get that money out the way. Get the money away from them because they're fine all over the planet. Everybody pay for them. But if y'all want we want the black male enrollment to increase at HBCUs or any other college, but specifically HBCUs, pay for them, goddammit. And otherwise, shut your goddamn mouth about black males not in college, because this is capitalism. If you want it, if there's a demand, pay for the goddamn supply. I'm your man Rico the opinionist, And I'll talk to y'all in the future. Let me go ahead and do this. Y'all be cool. Peace.